Zachariah Jackson, BASA News, downtown in Broad Street at the Federal Building. Getting ready for POP. Chairman Hamm, as you hear his voice, hollering, stop the genocide in Palestine. Hollering, free, please, free Palestine. That's Larry Hamm. Here they come, as I see Chairman Hamm and Chairman Steve Hatcher as they're walking down. Broad Street in Newark. The Newark police giving them an escort. There's the police over here on the Harley Davidson. Again, POP marching with other organizations, ceasefire in Palestine. Again, the black American is very heroic. He fights with everybody. But when it comes time for people to fight with him, they don't. And sometimes I think that maybe it's unfair. But maybe, I don't know. It's a different agenda. It's a different gear. But at some point, people need to stand with the black American also.
Free, free Palestine! 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 Free Palestine!
Again, as you see, they're marching. POP, Larry Hamm on the horn. Chairman Adams is walking, which is his second command. Steve Hatcher, Plainfield branch of POP.
We're going to form a circle. We're going to form a circle right on this side, on the left side. Form a circle right here. Form a circle. Form a circle. Form a circle. Form a circle.
They're hollering from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. That's what they're hollering. That's the chant that they're hollering. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, that's what they hollering. Again, the black American is marching as he marched with everybody, but who marches with him is the last thing. Who's marched with him? Again, this is Zachariah Jackson.
Right here in the street. Form a circle.
This is Zachariah Jackson, BASA News.
Yeah, the left side. Form a circle. Form a circle. We need some more on this side of the circle. We need some more on this side. All right. All right. All right. Good. Good. All right.
Are you okay?
Where's the stand? Thank you. Thank you, man. Carry that.
Never seen them do this before. This is something new. Something new here. Young girl. BASA News, I need to get in there. Excuse me, son.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Again, Zachariah Jackson, BASA News.
Free, free Palestine! 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 Stop the genocide! Stop the genocide! All right, we're going to hear from the speakers. Now we're going to first ask the representative from the sponsoring organizations to come up. Is someone speaking for Alda? Tova? Turn it up. All right. Give her a hand. Let's go back. Right on.
Which way they're gonna face it? We got the back.
Hi everyone. I am from El Auda, New York, New Jersey, the Palestine Right to Return Coalition. We are having simultaneously, well at 2 o'clock today in Brooklyn, a children's march for Palestine because, as I think all of you who are here know, almost 50% of the over 20,000 who have now been murdered by Israeli genocide in Gaza are children. Shame! So that's why the children are going to be leading that march. It starts at 2 o'clock in Brooklyn, and that's one reason we were unable to send too many people today, but we have our banner right in front of me there. Anyways, but I just did want to share that, you know, as tragic and awful as things are happening right now in Gaza, the Palestinians are strong and very used to resistance and continuing to resist. And the Palestinians know that Palestine is their home and theirs alone. And they're not giving up. They're not giving up the struggle. And we and lots of people, there are thousands of people all over the U.S. who are standing up every day. There's been marches and rallies in every city, large and small, across the country, standing up for Palestine, and all around the world as well. And as you know, the United Nations General Assembly overwhelmingly voted for a ceasefire and to stop the genocidal attacks on Gaza, and to allow the humanitarian aid to flow, and it needs to flow because people are starving, they're dying, they have no medical, the Zionists have bombed all the hospitals and torn apart the medical system in Gaza, and the aid needs to flow very strongly. So we appreciate all of you who are here today in solidarity with the Palestinian people. And the reason I really wanted to hold this flag when I'm talking is because separately, I also work with a group of people in West Orange, New Jersey, that had gotten the West Orange mayor to agree to have a Palestinian flag raising this coming Friday. The Palestinian flag raising is scheduled for Friday the 5th in front of West Orange Town Hall. But there's a big but. So what happened is, after we got the permit for the flag raising, sent the flyer, and it was posted on the calendar on the West Orange website and also on the electronic bulletin board in front of West Orange Town Hall, the Zionists went in huge attacks. Some of the leading Zionists in the state of New Jersey posted an awful message on a Facebook page, essentially equating raising the Palestinian flag with Hamas, and saying that raising the Palestinian flag was hate speech. So the mayor went and canceled our flag raising ceremony, but we haven't canceled it. We will be there, and we need thousands of Palestinian flags to be there with us. So this Friday at 4 p.m., West Orange Town Hall, be there with your flags. We're going to celebrate Palestinian joy as we intended to do it, and we're not going to, there will be counter demonstrations. We don't want people to engage. We want people to use this Palestinian flag raising of our own as a celebratory event. So please bring your flags, your Palestinian pride and joy and support, and be there on Friday the 5th, January 5th at 4 p.m. Thank you.
All right. Is there a representative of Jewish Voices for Peace here to speak, to say a word? Well, duke it out. Okay, there he is. Give him a hand.
Thank you. I'm Alan O'Going from you for JVP North. Maybe you heard of Jewish Voice for Peace when we went to Grand Central Station and shut it down, and 400 members of JVP got arrested. Or maybe you heard of JVP when they blocked the Manhattan Bridge. And in that time when they came to arrest the members, the trucks were filled up. And then they had to wait. They didn't even have enough trucks to arrest them all. JVP is here to say that there is a long tradition of Jewish people, and when we say never again, we mean never again for anybody. So like I said, it is a long tradition, and it goes back maybe thousands of years to the very beginning. And you may have heard this verse originally coming from the mission about 2,000 years ago that says, whoever saves one life saves the world entire. It's such a beautiful statement, right? You think about that, you think about what you can do for your neighbor and what that means. But now in this situation, it means something entirely different. If you take the average, it is almost one every waking minute, or maybe even more, one every waking minute of Palestinians who are getting killed or injured. We can't even wrap our minds around that. And what are we going to do when it is every minute that we are trying to save a life? What are we going to do when our country is not hearing these cries? That means we have to lift them up ourselves, and we have to be the ones to say never again for anybody, and we have to be the ones to say they need to be saved. Their lives need to be saved. So now I'm just going to raise up some inspiration here. I'm just going to cite back to something that was sung actually on the Manhattan Bridge in the JVP action there. But this song goes back to, well, let's see, Snick. Anybody know Bernice Regan or Cordelia Regan? She sang this song. And if you don't know her version of it, maybe you know Pete Seeger's version of it from Highland County. Anybody know that?
That's right.
All right. So just a reminder now. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? That's it. That's the whole song. So let's do it. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Let me hear you now. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? What is wrong, America? What happened to your heart? All these children of Gaza, don't you know they're children of God? Let me hear you now. Which side are you on? 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 One last time. Which side are you on? 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 And all we're trying to say is that every minute we have a chance to speak up. We're just here to wish you the blessing of strength and inspiration for the times that you do speak up and the times that you witness to what's going on. We all have chances every day, so we just want to bless you with the peace and say thank you for all of you who are here, spreading this word, doing what we can. Let's have hope. because we are doing something good here, and we will see the results of it. Thank you.
Thank you. Give him a hand. Thank you. We're going to hear from Zaid Muhammad, speaking for both the People's Organization for Progress and whoever else he want to speak for.
Whoever else.
Whoever else, I don't know. Give him a hand, Brother Zaid. May we be the justice we deserve. May we be the peace that we seek. Ceasefire, y'all! Ceasefire! 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 I want to salute this young man to my right, Lawrence Hamm. Right?
Come on now.
Y'all hear us call him a Demo, us old heads. We remember from those days when he was a Demo Chunga.
That's right.
He was baptized such by
Come
the
on
native
now.
Mary Baraka.
That's right.
Right? Fresh out of a hospital bed, just turned 70 years.
Happy birthday,
young,
Chairman.
turning the
Happy
body
birthday,
all the
Chairman.
way up,
Happy
and
birthday,
it's
Chairman.
over 50 years.
Happy birthday, Chairman. Happy birthday.
Here's a beautiful picture
Run 10
of
miles.
what solidarity looks like. And what I want to just leave with everyone here today, especially everybody here under 40. How many are under 40? Oh, Lord, we are waiting for your leadership. Us all has been waiting a long time. But this is also black, brown, and white, Muslim, Christian, and Jewish, and whatever else you are, right? The unity and the solidarity that you so boldly expressed when you shut down Grand Central Station in New York. That you so boldly expressed when you shut down the highways in San Francisco. When you so boldly expressed when you shut down the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City. This is going to necessarily be the kind of unity, the kind of united front that's going to need to be the difference in 2024 to stop the head of fascism in this country.
That's right. Go ahead, Chairman.
In this country.
Yeah.
So with that, I say, young folks, turn it up.
That's right.
Turn it up.
Come on now.
Turn it all
Go
the way
ahead.
up.
Go ahead.
Let him hear you.
Yeah.
Let him see you lock it on.
Come on now.
Let him see you willing to shut
That's
this
right.
bad boy
Shut it down. Shut it
Let him
down.
know that the future of this country and the future of this world belongs to the people.
That's right.
All power to the people.
That's right.
All power to the people.
That's right. Power to the people. Power to the people.
May we be the justice we deserve
That's right.
and the peace we seek. We'll see you in the whirlwind.
Come on now.
Give him a big hand.
Come on now. Come on now.
I need to also mention, brothers and sisters, because people have to remind me, I need to mention this. I am a candidate for United States
Come
Senate.
on now. That's right. That's right.
And I will be, once I'm in the Senate, I'm going to be fighting for a just foreign policy.
That's right. Go ahead, Chairman.
We'll talk more about that later. Want to bring on a representative from the American Muslims for Palestine, AMP. Give them a big hand, AMP.
Come on now.
Honestly, at this point, it's been 3 months. We're coming up on 3 months now. First of all, my name is Wasim. I'm the chairman of the New Jersey chapter of American Muslims for Palestine. Thank you. We're coming up on 3 months. And after 3 months of destruction, after 3 months of explicit calls for murder, after 3 months of abhorrent images coming out of Gaza, there are people still out here dehumanizing Palestinians. Shame on them! Shame on them!
Shame!
And at this point, I've given up on anybody who hasn't stood up and said, Free Palestine!
Free
Who
Palestine!
even stood up and said that we can no longer subsidize the outrageousness that we are seeing.
Yeah!
I'm honored and I'm happy, and I promise you, I want it in my soul to see a just person representing New Jersey in the U.S. Senate.
That's right.
Because
Come on now.
people like
Chairman
Cory
Hamm.
Booker, who have sat across from us,
Chairman Hamm.
and explicitly denied the genocide that we are seeing.
Time for change.
And we say that this genocide didn't start on October 7th. This genocide started in the early 20th century with the ethnic cleansing and murder of Palestinians in 1948. Then again in the 50s, and again in the 60s, and again in the early 2000s, because Palestinian history is a continuous history. They want to make it seem broken up and chopped up. That it is these terrorists, these animals, who can't accept peace. As opposed to a people striving for liberty and for liberation. That is what qualifies this as a genocide. 7 decades! 7 decades of ethnic cleansing and murder.
Still here. We're not going nowhere.
The ceasefire call, brothers and sisters, I know you all know this. The ceasefire call is the immediate ask. It is the bare minimum. I want to be very clear. It is the bare minimum to say stop raining rockets. Stop murdering children. Allow Palestinians to have food. Allow them to have clean water. Allow them to have medicine, because we are entitled to that.
That's right.
And I don't care what they say. That is the bare minimum.
Right.
Demanding that our tax dollars don't go to subsidizing this outrageousness is the bare minimum. We demand that unlimited aid and resources be allowed into Gaza. None of that bull that dehumanizes Palestinians to say, well, they can't handle water. They can't handle food. They can't handle medicine. This talking outside of their mouths does not make sense. There is no logic, because there is no logic. And we demand the immediate and full lift of the siege on Gaza. We demand the end to the brutal military occupation in the West Bank. And more than anything, when we say that those things, ceasefire, no more money, aid in, are the bare minimum, what that means is when we achieve a ceasefire, hopefully in the future, in the near future, that this fire in your heart, the injustice that we see, it does not stop burning. You let this fire in your chest burn. And we look at the struggles around us. We look at homelessness. We look at the murder of black and brown people on the streets. The dehumanization of those who live with us. We see it as a part of that struggle and in that same fire. Because that is what will bring liberation and freedom for all oppressed people. Thank you.
Chairman Hamm,
All right. Now we're going to hear from another one of the endorsing organizations. Is there a representative of North Jersey DSA here? They were endorsing. Are they here?
Going once, going twice, gone. We're going to hear from a representative of the People's Organization for Progress, the Vice Chairman
Come on
of
now.
the People's Organization
That's
for
right.
Progress,
Bring 'em on.
Larry Adams.
Yes, sir.
Going to
Come
give
on,
us
Larry.
a prepared statement.
Yeah.
You have
Come
it.
on, Larry.
Mr. Vice Chairman, give
Vice
us a
Chairman.
hand.
Yeah.
Power to the people.
Power to the
Power
people.
to the people.
Power to the people.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
That is a call for a reparation of oppressed people.
That's right.
It's not a call to kill Jews.
Now,
It's a call for a liberated territory of the Palestinian people.
Come on,
to
Larry.
be free.
that's right.
Free from Israeli apartheid. Free from European imported white supremacy. It is a call for a democratic, secular state
Come on now.
in which Jews and Muslims, Christians and atheists
That's right.
can live together
Yeah.
in democratic rights
That's right.
by all.
Yeah.
That's what From the River to the Sea, a free state calls for.
That's right.
We have the particular responsibility as Americans and people in America, if you ain't American, we have a particular responsibility to raise up the demand for solidarity with the struggle for Palestinian liberation,
That's right.
because the oppression is sponsored by this country. And
Well,
don't get
well.
it twisted. Israel is the tail, the U.S. is the dog.
Whoa,
And that's
whoa.
who's sponsoring and has sponsored for 75 years between U.S. imperialism and British imperialism, have sponsored the theft of the land, the oppression of the people. And we have a particular responsibility to our sisters and brothers across the sea to destroy U.S. imperialism from within.
Here,
I
here.
call on Afro-American people,
Come on now.
other people of color in this country,
That's right.
to stand with our sisters and brothers,
Yeah.
because we know what national oppression feels like.
That's right.
The oppression of the Palestinian people is akin to the oppression of the indigenous people of this country.
That's right.
The Afro-American people of this country.
That's right.
And together we have a common enemy and source of oppression, and we must unite,
That's right.
fight
Come on.
against our common
Yes,
enemy.
yes.
All people are goodwill in this country. All the European Americans who are here
Of goodwill.
and stand with goodwill
Right.
have a responsibility to fight in any way that we can
That's right.
and defend the right of self-determination
Yes.
of the Palestinian people, as Malcolm taught us, by any means necessary.
Come on now.
And that is part of the right of self-determination, self-defense.
That's right.
And we uphold their right of self-defense. Don't tell me about something that happened October 7th. Tell me about being marched into the desert in 1948 at the end of bayonets. Tell me about the numerous raids and massacres in Gaza by the Israeli Defense Front.
That's
Forces.
right.
To murder, mowing the lawn, they called it, as a part of dehumanizing our sisters and brothers. No, we're not going to stand for it.
No.
It's our responsibility to the people of the world. And in this particular moment in history,
Come on.
the sisters and brothers of Palestine, to defeat U.S. imperialism, to raise the boot off the neck
Come
of
on.
oppressed people all over this world.
That's right. Tell him, Larry.
Those are American bombs
Yeah.
raining death on Palestinian women, children, and men. Those are American dollars that keep the Zionists in power in the colonial state. It's American diplomats and spokespersons who provide the political support in international forums and tell the lies. But
Shame.
That's right.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Sisters and brothers, we got a job to do.
Come on now.
And this building of this united front is the way to carry it out.
That's right.
To carry out our responsibility to the people of the world.
That's right.
In particular, our sisters and brothers in the occupied state of Palestine. Free, free,
Here, here, we're here.
Free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free.
To the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. Chairman Adam. Bless you, bless you. Yeah, yeah.
I see you, Stacy. How you doing? Another one of the endorsing organizations was the Party for Socialism and Liberation New Jersey chapter. Is there a representative here? Are they here? Going once? Going twice? Oh, wait. PSL. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free.
Hey everyone, my name is Brian. I'm here with the Party for Socialism and Liberation, and I just want to say that thank you all for being here. And for the past 84 days, we've watched the relentless genocidal bombing of men, women, and children across the Gaza Strip, and increased brutality across the West Bank that has just been an escalation that has already been a brutal 75-year occupation and a decades-long siege on the people of Palestine. Like many of you, I found it hard to know exactly what to do during this holiday season. You want to celebrate and be in community and enjoy with your family, but you can't go back to being normal while there's a genocide happening. And it isn't just in Palestine. There's other genocides going on, but we got to lift our voices. We got to focus, and we got to be out in the streets and raising hell to make change. And like many of you, I found it hard to know exactly what to do. But with genocides happening in Sudan, in Congo, and in Palestine, and many of us working tirelessly to make ends meet and keep food on the table and roofs over our heads, all I can say is that I think the holidays offer us a moment for reflection and to collectivize our experience. When I see our Palestinian comrades organizing for humanitarian aid and to get immigration support for loved ones in need of emergency health care in Palestine, it reminds me of how common it is to our collective experience. Many of our families are refugees in one way or another, fleeing poverty or persecution created by American imperialism and capitalist exploitation. The genocide being enacted on the Palestinian people is nothing new for our government, which has always fully supported and funded the apartheid Israeli project. We shouldn't have any illusions about the system we live under. Just yesterday, December 29th marked the anniversary of the deadliest mass shooting of indigenous people in U.S. history. It was under Abraham Lincoln that genocide was enacted against the Lakota people. This government has always used the taxes that it collects from us to oppress us and enact violence here and abroad. The lesson that I want to draw from this is that the importance of people power and organization. The reason indigenous people are still here is because they resisted their genocide. The reason slavery ended here in the U.S. was because enslaved people broke their chains, raised hell against the most brutal form of slavery that ever known to man.
Come on now.
And the reason Palestine will be free is because of the strength and resilience of the Palestinian people.
That's right. Before I be a
Our
slave,
task
I'll
is to
be
build
dead in my
unity and solidarity and resiliency with each other. Our oppressors would love for us to forget how our people have supported each other throughout history. Because our liberation is collective. It always has been. But it's in moments like these where we see that all the money in the world, it means nothing. It means nothing to our collective people power. Let's keep this going until we see Palestine free. And from Palestine to Mexico, we need all of us to be free. Everyone, all of us, all our people.
All the
So I just want to thank everybody for being here. I want us to remember that we can't afford to get tired.
No.
We got to keep this going. We got to keep building with each other. And we got to keep this going because we are each other's strength. Thank you.
One thing the young man said, he said that all the money in the world
right,
will
give
not
a big hand.
stop this or stop
We have
this,
a
that, and
representative from New Jersey Peace Action. Give them a hand, New Jersey Peace Action.
Again, money can help us a great
Howard
deal.
Lipoff. I'm with New Jersey Peace Action, and we are very proud to be part of this coalition for this march, for this rally today in support of a peaceful solution and a ceasefire now. I think that things are changing. As a matter of fact, last night there was a nice crowd in Montclair at our weekly vigil calling for a ceasefire. On Wednesday, there was a big group in Clifton against some corporation. I didn't even know who they were, but they're involved in these military equipment. Other people know better than me. And I think most people didn't know what was being produced there and how this is going towards destroying the lives of people in other parts of the world. So that's positive, what's going on there. Earlier somebody mentioned what's going on in West Orange. There's a big movement now of people who are saying, no, this is not going to continue. We're not going to allow our government to keep on with this nonsense. If you noticed, we got a tremendous amount of support as we marched here, from cars going by, from passers-by. But, and I'll be brief, there was one thing that very much disturbed me. As we were going down Broad Street, there was some advertisement. Oh, people know. Oh, good. I thought I may have been the only one who noticed it. It seemed to be an advertisement, correct me if I'm wrong, showing a very adorable girl being a hostage. I assume an Israeli girl taking hostage, and that is a terrible thing. It is, we are being told by these advertisements and by the public relations people supporting Israel and supporting the war, we're being told that we need this war to save that girl and to save other people who unfortunately have been taken hostage. And they are, if not lies, they're terrible misinformation, because this war is not helping any of those people get home safely. As a matter of fact, the other day, a few Israeli hostages were killed by the Israeli military, who just thought they were people and they could go ahead and attack them and kill them. So New Jersey Peace Action's message has always been, and we've been involved around since the late 1950s, that war is not a solution.
That's right.
The Israeli government for many years, whenever there's a problem, has said war and violence is the solution. It's been proven again and again. It was proven better than any ever on October 7th that occupation war will not bring peace and tranquility to anyone in the Middle East. The only way for there to be a better future for people in the Middle East and throughout the world is through an end to violence. And I think that what we're doing today and the movements we're seeing around New Jersey and throughout the world, calling for a ceasefire, calling for an end of an occupation, is a move in the right direction. I want to thank People's Organization for Progress, for their hard work in putting this together today, and let's continue in this movement in 2024.
Come on
Thank
now.
you.
Thank you. Good job. Yes, but I got to get the sponsoring organizations on first, right? Because they're going to be mad at me. See, you ain't got to deal with them. I got to deal with them. They're like, we're co-sponsor, we didn't get to speak. I see Veterans for Peace is here. Is there a representative from Veterans for Peace that's going to speak? Give him a hand. Veterans for Peace.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. As veterans and members of Veterans for Peace, we know what occupation is. Some of our members, and I see them here, have taken part in the occupation of Bahrain in the Middle East, in Somalia, in Africa, in Vietnam, in Southeast Asia, actually, and in Palestine. So we say no to the occupation from the river to the sea, whether it's Tel Aviv, Haifa, Beersheba, Eilat, it must all be free of occupation. And I'd also like to take the time to thank the Republic of South Africa, which yesterday brought this matter of genocide to the International Criminal Court, and we have to follow that. And lastly, being here in Newark, I couldn't help thinking back more than 60 years ago how the Black Panther Party here in Newark was demonized. And we see that among the Palestinian organizations. And we cannot get caught up in that, whether it's Hamas, whether it's the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, whether it's any other Palestinian organization. We refuse to get caught up in demonizing. And they have their struggle by any means necessary. They will free Palestine from occupation and end this genocide. So thank you very much for having us here. And it sounds so great. Thank you, Senator Hamm.
Senator Hamm.
Palestine will be free. All right, we're going to have just a couple more speakers and we're going to march back. And if there are any more speakers, they can speak back at the Lincoln statue. But it was brought to my attention that there was a representative here of Rutgers Alumni for Palestine. Is she still here? Did you want to speak? And I'm asking because, you know, the students at Rutgers, they're being repressed. This is a big problem. Rutgers, New Brunswick, and other colleges, they're doxing these students. They are marking them so they can't get jobs. They are suspending student organizations. This is wrong. It's a form of McCarthyism.
That's right.
And we need to support these students that are standing up for justice. Come on, Rutgers.
Hi, my name is Devin. I'm with Rutgers Alumni for Palestine. And I went to Rutgers Newark. I'm very close to the community here. So, on behalf of the alumni, we have witnessed a ridiculous amount of suppression on campus for pro-Palestinian voices. Students for Justice in Palestine has been kicked off of campus. administration has not given us notice about this or a detailed explanation of why. This is happening across the country. Brown University, 20 students were arrested for sitting in. Another 41 were arrested after the shooting of their classmate in Vermont for wearing a keffiyeh.
That's right. That's right.
Students did help universities divest from South African apartheid, and students will do it again. We will divest.
That's right. You got it better right there.
Our tuition is going straight towards Israeli companies. The university invests their dollars towards Israel instead of helping students with their loans, with cost of living. Education in this country is the highest out of any first world country. We, at a state institution, pay so much just to go there, and our tuition is not going towards us, it's going towards a genocide. These funds could be appropriated in so many different ways. We could have affordable health care. We could have affordable education. I will end on the note that Martin Luther King said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere."
Dr. King.
And students and alumni will not stop until our universities have divested. We will make our universities divest. We will be the future we want to see.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
And now from the Teaneck Peace and Justice Coalition. Give them a big hand. Paula.
Hi, I'm from the Teaneck Peace and Justice Vigil. We've been standing vigil at the National Guard Armory since 2005. Every single Wednesday, fighting against the Iraq War, the Afghanistan War, and so on. These signs are from our vigil, and some of them are old recycled signs from those old wars, and we will continue to stand against these unjust wars. Thank you for inviting us to participate in this. Teaneck has been really a very difficult, in a difficult way since the October 7th, when there was an attempt by our town council member to pass a resolution supporting Israel and anything Israel wants to do. And a coalition of groups sponsored a peace vigil before the council took a vote. And I wrote a poem about it. It was on October 17th. Some told us it was too soon to hold a peace vigil on our town green, often a place of gathering during times of crisis. We ask, too soon? When is the right time? 1,000 killed, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 7,000, 8,000, and now more than 21,000 civilian killed, more than 7,900 of them children, and many, many thousands injured by 2,000-pound bombs produced here in the U.S. Now, nearly all Gaza residents displaced, nearly all suffering from hunger, dehydration, or disease. We chose to gather in the town green early on, in a circle, small lights, thoughtful words, and then a song. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. It's never too soon to say no to war. It's never too soon to say no to genocide. Cease fire now. End the war now.
Good job. Is Nevin still here? I saw him stand. Is Nevin still here? Nevin?
Okay, he must have left. All right, there's a nice lady here, they tell me, from Jersey City that wanted to say something. All right, give her a hand. I don't know who she is, and I don't know what she's going to say.
You're not going to be nice. My name is Rochelle. I just want to talk about something that I never hear in any of these rallies, and that is the real reason for the genocide. It goes back, of course, before October 7th. But as everyone knows, Israel's had a plan to exterminate the Palestinian people since before 1948. 3/4 of the people that were moved to Gaza were sent there for the reason of extermination, to have them sort of all in one place. That was in 1948. But as of this year, well, let me go back one. I got involved with this in 2014. One of the first things I noticed was that all the gas that Israel used is taken from Gazan waters within their perimeters, which I thought was very strange. And then I saw a development map, and some of the main drilling centers they were planning on were in places like Khan Yunis, which even in 2014 was a major site of bombing, and now is completely decimated. The reason I believe for this genocide is that there are $540 billion worth of gas and oil in Gaza water and land. So this whole enterprise is to satisfy two campaigns. One is to annihilate the Palestinian people and move them out where they will never come back again. Hopefully, then attack those other countries to finish the annihilation, and cooperation with the United States for a new source of oil and gas. We already bombed the Nord Stream pipeline, and so things happened in a certain order. That was bombed because we didn't want Russia supplying Europe. We want to have control over everything. Now we'll get the new source from Israel. And this is what we call having partner interests. That's all it comes down to. Netanyahu had a leaked document from October of 2013 about a major operation in Gaza. I personally saw a post from a discussion that he had in the Knesset of June of this year about how they're going to have a war on the Arabs, on Palestinians, inside of even Israel proper. A major action to kill everyone. There were U.S. tankers outside of Gaza 2 months before October 7th. $3 billion worth. So to me, the only way to stop this is continue what you're doing, because the people in power do see this as a threat, but we need to unseat them. And the only way to do that is just the basics. Everybody, every organization, call every single goddamn day. And don't appeal to their conscience. Don't appeal to their sense of justice. You don't even have to mention that this is the worst humanitarian crisis in modern times, or that the amount of tonnage of bombs equals Nagasaki and Hiroshima in a place the size of New Jersey. Because they don't care. But you can say, we're going to unseat you. And we know everything about you, and we'll bring it out. And that really should be part of what we are doing as groups. Research all the dirty shit that they've all done.
That's right.
Bring it out every time at every rally. Not just say Free Palestine. Say, you know what, Cory Booker is partnered by Big Pharma, by the gun lobby, every other, I don't know, it's too long a list, I have to finish up. But they have to feel threatened, because they have no morals. They're there for paycheck. And that starts in all of these towns. We just tried to get a resolution passed in Jersey City, and all those people there are there for the paychecks, especially Joyce Paycheck Waterman. So that's my idea of the next stage of this venture. Please do your best to unseat everyone in office.
Very well said. Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
All right, we're going to line up and we're going to march back. And if there's anybody else who wants to speak, they can speak at the Lincoln statue. Line up behind the Ceasefire Now banner, just like we did when we came down.
All right, they're getting ready to go to Zachariah Jackson basketball. We're wrapping it up with Larry Hamm, Senator. We call him Senator because he runs for office, and we hope and pray that he gets there. We do basketball. We'll do everything I can.
Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. 2 by 2, 2
Just
by
like
2.
this march here, I see many different flavors of people of color. I would like to see it when we have a march that's concerning Black America. Too many times people don't come out for us, you know. So hopefully that people will remember and they all will work together to end the tyrant. Again, this is Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. Good night.